You've probably done this before. You bring flowers home, place them in a vase, step back, and something feels off. The flowers are beautiful, but the arrangement feels messy or flat. That moment, right there, is where flower arrangement actually begins. Because good arrangements aren't about rare flowers or expensive tools. They're about something much quieter: structure, balance, and how your eyes move through what you're seeing. And once you understand that, everything starts to change. Most people begin with the flowers, but the real starting point is earlier than that. It's the container. The vase you choose quietly controls everything that happens next. Before the first stem goes in, it has already set the direction. A tall, narrow vase pulls everything upward. It creates a sense of structure, something more contained. But a wide opening does the opposite. It gives freedom, and without control, that freedom quickly becomes chaos. Stems spread too far, spacing becomes uneven, and suddenly the arrangement starts to fall apart before it even begins. Because once the base is unstable, nothing you add later truly fixes it. So instead of starting with flowers, start with control. If your vase opening feels too wide, create structure early. A simple grid across the top, just a few lines of clear tape, can guide where each stem goes. It keeps spacing intentional, it reduces collapse, and now the arrangement begins to hold itself together. But even with the right container, something can still feel off. Because the next mistake happens almost immediately. Most people add everything at once, and when you do that, you skip the one thing your eyes are actually looking for: structure. Without it, your eyes move around, searching for a shape that isn't there, and that's why the arrangement feels scattered, even when nothing looks obviously wrong. So instead of building with flowers, start by building a base. Greenery is where the arrangement truly begins, not because it's decorative, but because it defines space. A few stems, placed first, begin to create an outline, a loose frame that everything else will follow, so slow it down. Place 3 to 5 greenery stems. Let them spread slightly outward. Then stop. Step back and look, not at the details, but at the shape. Because if the base feels right, everything you add after becomes easier, and if it doesn't, nothing you add will fully correct it. Now the structure is there, but something else becomes noticeable. Even when everything is in place, the arrangement can still feel flat. Not messy this time, just lifeless. And that happens when everything sits at the same level, same height, same direction. Your eyes lose interest because there's nothing to follow. So instead of keeping everything even, introduce variation. Let one stem rise slightly above the rest, another sit lower, something in between. Now your eyes begin to move, up, down, across. It starts to feel layered instead of flat. But height alone isn't enough. Direction is what brings it to life. When every flower faces forward, the arrangement feels staged. But when a few stems lean or turn slightly outward, it begins to feel natural, like it's growing, not placed. So don't line things up. Let them form a loose triangle, not perfect, just intentional enough to guide the eye. And now the arrangement starts to feel alive. But even with movement, something can still feel unclear. Your eyes move, but they don't settle. And that's because nothing stands out. Everything is competing. And when everything tries to stand out, nothing actually does. So instead of seeing a composition, you just see everything. This is where focus changes everything. Every arrangement needs a starting point. One place your eyes land first. That's your focal flower. Not necessarily the biggest or the most expensive, just the one that carries attention. And once that's clear, everything else begins to make sense, because now the other flowers don't compete, they support. They guide your eyes toward the focal point, then gently lead them away. So instead of mixing everything evenly, create intention. Let one element lead and let the rest follow. Now your arrangement becomes easier to read, calmer, even when it's full. And at this point, everything is technically correct. The structure works, there's movement, there's focus. But something can still feel heavy, like the arrangement is trying too hard. And this is where most people stop. But this is also where refinement begins. Because good arrangements aren't finished by adding more, they're finished by removing. When every space is filled, the arrangement loses clarity. It becomes crowded, visually exhausting. So instead of asking what to add, ask what can be removed. Take out one stem. Step back, look again. Most of the time it feels lighter, clearer, because space gives each element room to exist. It allows shapes to be seen, not hidden. And that's where elegance comes from. But refinement doesn't stop there. As you build, things shift. A stem that worked earlier might now feel too tall, too dominant. Even a small trim, just a slight adjustment, can rebalance everything. So don't treat the process as fixed. Pause, adjust, retrim. Let the arrangement evolve. And then check it fully, not just from the front. Rotate the vase. Watch how the weight shifts, because a strong arrangement doesn't depend on one perfect angle. It holds together from every side. Not identical, but balanced. And that's the difference between something that looks arranged and something that feels complete. Not perfection, but harmony. And once you begin to see it this way, flower arrangement stops being about rules. It becomes awareness. You start noticing structure, movement, space, without forcing it. And that's when even the simplest flowers begin to feel thoughtful, not because of what you used, but because of how you see them. And if you've been following along with these ideas, you'll start to notice something interesting. It's not just about flowers anymore. It's about how you understand space itself.